Well, the retail sector's struggling this year in Australia. A string of stores have collapsed and the industry's posted its worst figures in 20 years. The tough times are being blamed on lots of things, especially the rise of online shopping. The high Australian dollar means you can find lots of bargains on American websites as long as they deliver here. Shoppers are also increasingly turning to second-hand goods, both on the internet and in op shops. Lisa Whitehead reports.
Dad, guy's selling a pair of jousting sticks.
Jousting sticks? What's he want for 'em?
Trawling through ads in the Trading Post or combing through garage sales for a bargain has long been part of the national psyche.
Tell him he's dreaming.
Shoppers are still hunting out hidden treasure, but the way we search has changed forever.
Now the emergence of online selling platforms such as eBay and Gumtree have completely revolutionised the way we sell our second-hand goods and how we buy them.
There's certainly, there's no taboo. I mean, second-hand does not mean second-rate.
Classifieds website Gumtree estimates those sales in Australia are worth $13 billion a year and growing.
Currently we have 1.5 million unique visitors to the site every month, and that has grown to about 115% year on year. So since last July we've effectively doubled in size.
The Selvo stores in Queensland and New South Wales are selling donated goods online and soon will be joined by their stores in the other states.
In the next few months we will launch a Selvo Stores online site and people will be able to buy perhaps the more better quality items that we have from our eBay, and also maybe even furniture where they could choose something online and go into a store and actually pick it up.
Whatever name it goes by, vintage, pre-loved or recycled, shoppers are also enjoying a fashionable affair with second-hand clothing.
This is gorgeous. This is from Queen.
This young mother's group loves what's called swishing, or swapping clothes and buying second-hand. Last year, Melbourne woman Emma Griffin, her husband and 2 young children embarked on a quest to buy nothing new for a year.
I think it started from wanting to go to a wedding and having nothing and refusing to spend $400 on something new that you're possibly only going to wear once or twice. So we had this idea of throwing our wardrobes open and having a community wardrobe.
Do you like it?
A year of buying nothing new took a fair bit of discipline, but gave this family's bank balance a boost.
So in total, I'm thinking we saved about 10 grand.
A coalition of charities, second-hand retailers and website traders are now throwing out a less daunting challenge to consumers to buy nothing new for the month of October.
I guess traditional retailers wouldn't thank you for that.
No.
When they're going through such a tough time.
That's right. They've had a really tough year. But make no mistake, so have we and other charities, as I understand it. We as Selvo Stores are starting to come out of that now.
The ambassador for the Buy Nothing New campaign, former CEO of Greenpeace and author Paul Gilding, says the growth in the second-hand economy is partly being driven by consumers reassessing the throwaway attitude to stuff.
There is a fundamental, profound trend here, which is that we can't afford to have an economy built on the idea of pointless consumption, because there is going to be 9 billion consumers behaving like that, and the planet can't tolerate that.
While sales of second-hand goods online and in-store are still a small fraction of the $240 billion retail industry, the change in consumer attitudes is becoming more visible. In upmarket shopping strips, charity stores are now jostling for attention with the big names in fashion retailing. Red Cross has opened its upmarket Red Thread stores in blue-chip retail locations like Melbourne's Camberwell and Oxford Street in Sydney's Paddington.
Just because we're a not-for-profit, it doesn't mean we have to run smelly op shops. You know, there's certainly room in the market for a beautiful, clean environment where you can come and purchase recycled clothing and support a charity.
Victoria's Brotherhood of St Lawrence was one of the first not-for-profit groups to launch itself into the mainstream retail market. It launched its vintage hunter-gatherer brand 10 years ago.
We're hoping to draw a different customer base in a different market, particularly at the younger, I suppose, funkier end of the market, and we often find that younger people have a real environmental awareness in terms of what they're buying.
Like other charities, the Salvation Army still has a network of traditional warehouse-style stores in the suburbs selling a wide range of second-hand goods. But in the past 5 years, it's opened smaller, high-end boutique stores selling the cream of their donated clothing.
And how are you today?
Oh, well, thanks.
In terms of dollars, it's grown about $20 million in sales, and we've opened 40 new stores in that period of time.
The southern region of the Salvation Army plans to open 8 to 12 new retail stores a year, and the entire second-hand goods sector is displaying the same potential for growth.
That industry is valued at $2.7 billion, and Ibis World expects this to grow approximately 15% over the next 5 years.
For the charities, the expansion is built on the back of thousands of volunteers, keeping costs down and profits up, which are then ploughed back into their welfare programs. So should the big players in the retail game be worried?
I'd love to think we could challenge Myer or David Jones. I don't think Bernie Brooks would be very happy hearing me say that, and reality is no. Reality is we've got around Australia over 300 stores, which sounds a lot, but in terms of turnover, we turn over so much less than the major retailers. I don't think they would ever feel threatened by us.